And we are back. Thank you again for tuning in. It is an awesome audience both here and at home. It's been amazing. Very quick match, though. I like the idea that somewhere in California, the Moorheims are having what could be the world record for the fastest party ever held at 7 a.m. Which, I get it, if you're going to have a party at 7 a.m., you can get those guys out the door and to work by 8:30. It's great. PvP finals. Katowice, give me your overall thoughts about it so far.
Well, we said at the beginning, we thought it was going to dictate the pace was sOs, or at least try and seize that opportunity. And even despite the 2 proxy gate openers, you can also try and dictate the pace by taking a wild risk on a 4-player map like that with the Nexus first, and then forcing your opponent to respond. Even in the game he lost, he was still going to be forcing a response out of his opponent with the sheer amount of aggression he was going on just to build on a loss.
Todd?
You know, it's funny for me because I'm trying to get inside these guys' head and I'm trying to figure out how they came up with the conclusion that made them pick up a build order. And I think Game 3 was very, very interesting because the build order that sOs chose, it automatically loses to only one thing. You're against targets, you're in great shape. Against herO, you're good. You're not ahead, you're good. Against target, you're great. Against 3 gates blink, you're on 4 gates blink. You're great. You only automatically lose to DTs. So that was interesting in itself that herO went for that. Probably,
the draw, yeah.
Yes. And the fourth game, same thing. We saw an old school build with the herO. I call it old school just because he went for herO, which you never really see anymore. And that was also risky. As Artosis said, Stargate is likely to happen on Atrazine, but now it did not. And because of that, when you go herO, you're only really far behind against Stargate. And in this case, it proved true again.
Well, I want to appeal to the universe. We've had bad luck. PvP is actually a pretty amazing and awesome matchup, but so far it's like, well, if you don't scout, proxy gates will beat you. If you don't get detection, fast ETs will beat you. If you go Nexus first and your opponent scouts you absolutely last, you're probably behind. And that's actually how it's played out every single time. So it's been very quick. It's been kind of one-sided, but what I like to believe is that somewhere out there in the Celestial universe, that just means the last few games of this series are going to be about 6.5 hours of just amazing down to the final pylon action. And I think that's what we're in store for. I really do.
Frost getting mined out as the 7th
mined
map.
out,
Wow.
and then there's,
Cool.
they're chrono boosting next side to get the shields up faster because there's a zealot working it down on either side. It's going to be so amazing. It's going to be sick. I can't wait. But before we get there, let's go to the casters, Apollo and Artosis.
Thanks so much, guys. I have to agree with Jeff there. I think that this is going to get a lot better, a lot more epic games.
Yeah.
You know, we do see build order wins from time to time, but you don't normally see like 7 in a row.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the best parts of this as well is even though a lot of fans would like to have game, back to back to back, but having a 5-minute break like this is really good for the losing player at this point. It just slows it down. He gets to think, because if he rushes into a game immediately, his decision-making isn't going to be as clean as if he had 5 minutes to think about it. Some players don't like to have that time, even though it's better for them in the long run. And hopefully, coming into this next map on Habitation Station, we can have that.
I certainly hope so. And, you know, herO, he has been the comeback king so far at this tournament. So if anyone can come back against sOs, it is certainly him.
All right, it is time to continue on with the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship. That trophy is up for grabs, and if sOs is able to win this next game, he will walk away with $100,000.
Oh my God,
Artosis.
that is a ton of money. Let's go ahead, get into this game, and oh my God, in the top left, it's CJ herO.
And thank you, Poland, for coming out today as we have witnessed an amazing Counter-Strike tournament here and then League of Legends later. But up to the top right is the blue Protoss. It's sOs. Artosis.
Yes.
Artimactosis. What is going on in this game?
Well, the shoe is on the other foot now, Apollo. CJ herO is going for a proxy. Will he go 2-gate? Will he go 1? It looks like it's going to be a 1-gate proxy.
All right. And let's just talk about the mindset for both players here. Actually, hold on one second, because sOs is scouting inside his main base here.
Yeah. He doesn't like being proxy gated.
He almost went down to scout the natural, but he didn't. Let's talk about the mindsets. sOs, 1 game away from winning. If herO screws up, he is dead, he is gone.
Yes.
Does herO I mean, does SOS pin herO to do something as crazy as this?
No, of course not. He's about to lose out on $100,000. Why would he go for a proxy gate? He's got to play his best game. SOS is not going to pin him on this, and that's why it's such a good idea.
Both of these players just taking cheap shots at each other every single game, and this is herO's turn to give SOS some of his own medicine. And we'll see if this is going to work, as there is a probe about to move down here.
Will he check his natural, though? Uh-oh. It looks like he sees it. He checks. It is one gate. He knows exactly what's coming now.
And what does he need to do to hold off this rush Autosis? 2 Zealots on the way, Cybercore back at home. What does he need to do?
He needs to micro furiously. He needs to make sure he doesn't lose too many probes, because this isn't quite as all-in from herO as the proxy gates that SOS did earlier.
If he makes the defense here, this is $100,000 on the line. This is a $100,000 defense. Can he do it, or is herO gonna make some magic work here? The Zealots go head-to-head already, the second one joining in. And will this work? The Stalker's on its way for herO. A Zealot in perfect position. The other one goes to the probes, but notice, only a single probe so far has gone down. So far, so good for SOS.
Yeah, pretty fantastic micro thus far. He does have a Stalker on the way right now. That's really, really important. I think he's lost 2 probes at this point. Yeah, 2 probes, but now he has the Mothership Core out. So far, so good.
So far, so good. A Stalker coming out for herO, but one is on the way for SOS. Is herO going to commit to this? Is he going to continue with this? He's got one gateway on the other side of the map. This is crazy.
Is he supply vault? No, okay, it did finish up. He is able to continue making that second Stalker now. But do you think he has what it takes to actually break through SOS?
I do not believe so. Not with a Mothership Core added into the mix here. SOS actually goes to greet the aggression here, and he starts targeting down this Zealot. One's going to get picked off immediately, so 2 Zealots versus 1, and SOS is just winning this, and he's going to beat that Zealot down. A second Stalker does pop to help. It's a Zealot Stalker, and that one's not even fighting at the top there.
Man.
Every single unit matters here, and it looks like SOS is going to push this back. And herO's option to go for this, it is not going to work, and SOS stands strong, but herO did not fully commit to this. He's got a second gas at home. He's got extra gateways.
Yeah, he could still end up living through this. Like, even though this rush has failed, overall in probes, it's not that different. In fact, herO has 2 more probes than SOS. So if he can just hold on against any counterattacks, this game can normalize and we can go forward.
All right, well, let's hope that is the case here, as the extra gateways are coming in for both players, going up to 3 gateways apiece. Currently, the unit tab is in favor of SOS. 3 Stalkers and Mothership Core and a Zealot to a single Stalker. herO needs time to get these gateways up. He needs the Mothership Core. He needs to hold on for the next couple of moments. There's even a probe and a pylon building pylons inside his base. SOS is coming for the World Championship here.
He is indeed. Look at this micro getting up there, killing off one of these Stalkers, and herO can't spare any Stalkers right now. He's just so low on units. A nice time warp does go down. It looks like he may pick off another Stalker.
He's going to have to use workers to help with the defense.
He certainly is. These gateways finishing up. He's going to need his warp gate as well. Here we go. He's going to be able to warp in a few more units.
And he just cancels the Twilight Council. There's no use for that, but the Mothership Core goes down. Small victories over and over again for SOS. Another Stalker goes down. All the props are offline, and we are maybe about to have the World Championship winner here at the Intel Stream Masters. Probes get a good surround here, but SOS with the continuation of Stalkers. herO realizes he's got his hands. He's got his head in his hands.
herO knows it.
Is about to take $100,000.
This is amazing play by SOS, a well-planned out series, and as you can see, herO looks defeated. He looks crushed and broken. He is going to win absolutely no money for second place in the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship Finals.
It was a ballsy strategy to do this. It has not paid off. herO can't believe it.
GG! Champion SOS.
and gentlemen, the champion of the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship is sOs! Okay, there is also not just this huge trophy to give to sOs, but we also have a huge check as well. Please welcome from Intel, Mr. George Wu. Apparently we do have the check, it's coming. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of $100,000 is sOs. Absolutely incredible. He came to BlizzCon as an underdog. He took home the World Championship and the World Championship Series. And now he takes home the Intel Extreme Masters once again for the World Champion, sOs! And don't forget, all the replays will be available on eslgaming.com. Make sure you head over there as soon as you can to grab all the replays from the Intel Extreme Masters. That is it from the Intel Extreme Masters for StarCraft 2. sOs right now is celebrating. He is $100,000 richer and the Intel Extreme Masters champion. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for coming down. Next here on the main stage, it's League of Legends. Thank you very much. sOs, everyone.